Go ahead.
as quickly as possible. But so, I am legally married, but I've been separated the past couple of months. And some of you may know my story if you remember me, but
No, go ahead.
okay. So this gentleman, father of my children, I have 2 children with him. I felt like he was with me because he needed a green card.
Mm-hmm.
Basically, I felt like financially he fell short, but I don't blame him for that. I blame myself for accepting that from him. And so when I woke up, started watching women like Shira, and I said, wait a minute. I felt duped, I said, I deserve better. But at the same time, I know that I need to do better myself.
Uh-huh.
So long story short, I asked him to leave. He left. And all of a sudden, he's paying my rent. All of a sudden, he's taking care of things that he normally would not have taken care of in the past. To the point where he told me that he won't continue to pay rent for a place that he doesn't live in. And long story short, he's coming back tomorrow flying in from Massachusetts.
Okay.
So at this point, I feel like I'm definitely ready to continue to level up to the point where I even want to travel internationally. I want to go to continents like Africa. I have some roots there, and I want to see what else is out there.
Oh, okay. So let me get this right.
Yeah.
You're married, legally married.
Yes.
To a man who's not the father of your children.
He is.
He's the father of your children.
Both of my children. Yep.
Okay. So how'd you end up watching Shira 7? How'd you find her platform?
You know what's interesting about that? I feel like when you watch one video, it leads from one video to the next.
Well, that's how the platform is supposed to work. But how'd you find? What were you searching when you found her?
I think. Oh my gosh, I can't remember, but I know I was watching videos having to do with dating, obviously, but I'm just trying to figure out like what the tag word was, which I just know that I was in the video feeds for dating, and then all of a sudden her video kept coming up and I kept skipping over it, funny enough. And so finally I said, you know what, let me click on her video, let me see what she's about. So long story short, as far as the background, on my husband, so he was previously married twice. Okay. One of the marriages, he got married in the U.S. and got a divorce in Haiti.
Okay, so
as I was preparing.
Well, let me hold on. Let me ask. Okay, you said you felt like you were duped when you watched Shira's. Okay, but so you are married to a man and you have his children, and you feel like you were duped. Why?
Yes.
Why?
I felt like by the time that when he met me, I already had a master's degree. I was working as a teacher. So in my standard, I was doing pretty good. So I wasn't in a position where I was struggling. So it's not until I met him.
You're talking about money.
Money, exactly.
So let me get this right.
Yeah.
You're already married to this man and you have children.
Mm-hmm.
But because he's not making what you're making, you felt duped? And the answer is to go travel?
No. Listen, when I say, okay, the reason why I went into the background was because I had applied for his green card. Okay. And
which is fine. He's your husband.
But he made a stupid mistake.
Hold on. He's your husband.
Yeah. I did. I understand that.
Okay.
I applied for him, but the government said no.
Okay.
Here's the thing.
But he's your husband. He's not just a lame. He's your husband. So how is he duping you?
Okay. Maybe I need to go into more detail.
Well, because here's the thing. I don't particularly have a problem with some of the stuff Shira 7 says, because I'll be honest, Shira 7 couldn't fuck with a dude like me. She has to do with a man that I mean, come on. She can tell, and I believe that if she's married, her husband is perfectly fine with what she says, and that's fine with them. But what I'm trying to understand is why a married woman with 2 children felt duped because her husband doesn't make as much as she does.
Can I Just
You can. Go ahead.
explain why.
Go ahead. I'm trying to understand.
So there were certain situations where I didn't even know where I was going to live. So we lived in a shelter on and off. Okay.
Hold on. You said I didn't know where I was going to live?
We didn't know like where my family was going to live. We actually lived in a shelter on and off.
Okay.
3 times.
So you guys went through some hard times.
We went through a lot of hard times, and I finally decided to move to the South, you know, so I could be closer to my dad.
Did you move with him?
No. I live by myself, so I'm in my own
But you
place.
were married at the time?
Yes, still married.
Okay, so what about that part of the vow that's in sickness and health, for rich or for poor? I mean, you went through some tough times, so you left and went back to your dad?
No, I didn't even go back to live with my dad. What I did was I just moved to the same state that he lives in.
Without your husband?
No, I moved with him.
No, I just want to make clear. You decided to move back closer to home. Was your husband in that move or not?
Yes, he was.
Okay.
He was. Yeah.
Okay. My question is this, because you talk about your husband almost as if he's just a guy. You said, I went through some hard times. We didn't go through some hard times. You decided to move back to be closer to your family. Did that work?
It did, because.
Okay. But your family is his family too, right?
Yes.
Okay. So where's the duping?
Where I felt duped was there were, you know, when you first meet with that person, you have certain goals, dreams, right? Promises were made. And I felt that at the level that I was at, I felt like I could have done better. Okay, let's just get right to it. You're judging this man solely on your money and achievement. So what I got to ask you is some straight up questions. Are you still the same size you were when you got married? Or are you bigger? Of course, after having 2 children.
No. It's not of course. No, it's not of course, ma'am. It's not of course. Yeah. Did you gain weight?
I gained some weight and then I lost some weight.
No. Okay, I want to be clear, because, you know, he married you one way and you gained weight, right? See, and because you're making more than him, I don't understand why you felt duped. I mean, did he lie to you?
Yes, as far as the immigration.
No. That's not what I'm talking about. How did he lie to you about his income?
Hold on, sorry. Not about his income, but more so.
Then you can't dupe somebody. Then you cannot be duplicitous, i.e., lie, if he did not tell a falsehood. This is making you look kind of bad, ma'am. You're talking about your husband, the father of your 2 children, that he duped you because you went to college. And when you went to school, was that during the marriage?
No. I had already completed all of my education before I met him.
Okay.
So I was already, you know, well into my career at that moment.
All right. Okay. But did you have student loan debt?
Of course. Yes, I do.
Okay. And is your husband fully employed?
When I met him, yes. And then after a couple of, I'd say about a year or 2 years into the marriage, then, you know, his mother fell sick and he left his job. And since then,
he's not working.
A lot of the problems
so he's not. So he's not working.
Yeah, he wasn't working at you know, after 2 years, he just kind of.
I'm just being clear. Is he working today?
Right now, yes.
Okay, and he was working when you were married.
Yes.
Okay, and you had student loan debt then too, right?
Yes.
Did any of his money go to pay any of your student loan debt?
No, sir.
Okay, so you're telling me that you had a separate account, he had a separate account. He's paid nothing for you over the course of your marriage.
Nope, I'm not. Didn't put me in a house or anything. Didn't buy me.
I didn't ask about putting you in the house. I'm saying, did you guys have separate accounts?
We did, and at a certain point, we did end up having a joint account.
Okay, so in that joint account, that means your money went in there and his money went in there, right?
Yes.
So if you had to make a student loan payment out of that joint account, I don't think you can tell me you had an accounting method to split his dollar from your dollar. It just came out of the dollars. Right?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay, so let me get this. So what you're trying to paint is you're trying to paint this man in a position where he did something that you can't even explain what he did. When it comes right down to it is you think you're better than your husband. because you got a piece of paper and you make more money. That's your right to feel that way. But I would tell you this. It is very unattractive to hear coming from a woman who's saying her husband hasn't done anything to her. He hasn't cheated on you, hasn't lied on you, and had no outside kids. He just happens to make less money than you. Hold on.
Sorry.
Hold on. He just makes hold on. He makes less money than you because his education is less than yours. But he did not lie about that. At every turn, you've tried to paint this man into a corner of taking or manipulating from you. So let me just put this out there. Let's say you divorced the guy. Because you went Shira 7 and you went all savage on him, right? Okay. And he put up with that. Let's say you decide to still think you can get out there with 2 kids. Who gonna date you? Can you actually contend with the man like the guys I'm talking about? Will we accept that? Will we accept the one with 2 kids, college debt, who gained weight? You got a lot of bad stuff to say about her husband?
Mm-hmm.
Would we? Would any of these men? Huh?
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Hello?
I said I'm with you. Hold on. Oh. Hello, can you hear me?
Did you hear the question I asked? Would any of the men that you feel like you deserve pick you right now?
That's a good question.
I can tell you no. I can tell you no. I can tell you no. I can tell you straight up no right now because you got 2 kids. I don't have to.
Yeah.
I don't have to deal with a school teacher with a overinflated sense of ego and 2 kids. I can go get one fresh off the truck. No kids, no baggage, no superiority complex. I have a suggestion for you, ma'am. Stop watching Shira 7 and start being grateful that you have a husband, and it puts you in the less than 30% of black folks. Start being grateful for the fact that you have a man who's the father of both of your children. Start being grateful that you have a man who will put up with your, no offense, man, but your rather entitled attitude just because you're a school. What do you do again?
So right now I teach English online and I'm a recruiter.
You teach what?
English.
Okay.
I teach English online. Yeah, and I'm a recruiter as well.
Okay, so are you making $100,000 plus?
No.
Are you making $75,000 plus?
No.
Are you making $50,000 plus?
Nope.
Where do you get off with this attitude?
The reason why
you got 2 kids, in college debt, and you ain't even making $50,000 a year.
But I did at one point.
I don't care, ma'am. Understand it doesn't matter. I ask about right now, because right now you're older, heavier, and more jaded. And this is what I'm saying. If your husband were to come up and say, you know what, I'm tired of you feeling like you're better than me, forget it. And if he were to divorce you, do you think you could actively on this dating market come in saying, hey, I make less than $50,000 a year with 2 kids, some college loan debt, and my husband walked away from me? Do you think that would actually sell on this market to a single man with options? This is the harsh truth you kind of need to hear, because you were trying to sit down and run this man down at every turn. I suggest what you do, man, is when you get settled, go back and watch this live stream. And I want you to look at some of the things that the men and women are saying in the chat. Because I honestly, it really sound, this is outrageous.
Okay.
And I'll tell you why it's outrageous. The fact that you're married, you haven't said this man has been a bad man. He lacks character. And I'm wondering why you're watching Shira 7 and thinking that's going to make a healthy marriage. Again, I have no problem with Shira 7 and her content, but it does not lead to a healthy situation with 2 middle-class people. Do you not understand that?
I understand. The only tough part for me is, how do I reconcile living in shelter with a man who could have done more to avoid that in the first place. That's the only thing that
this is how you reconcile. You stop trying to be God. The nerve of you. How about this? How about if people above you start judging you? I mean, let's just be real. How old are you? What age range? Are you in your 30s?
Yeah, I'm 34.
Okay. About how tall are you?
5'3".
And about how much do you weigh?
210.
Oh my. You're 5'3" and over 210 pounds. Ma'am, if you were to be judged this harshly on the sexual marketplace value as this man who fell down, because you're judging this man, but what you're not saying is when he fell on hard times, he did not leave. You took the vow for better, for poor, for richer, for poor, sickness and health, the good times and bad times, to death do you part. You weren't in that shelter by yourself. He was there with you. Right?
Yeah.
Okay.
You're right.
What? And you're upset with him. And how long ago was this? How many years ago was this?
How many years have we been married?
No, how long ago were you in this tough time or bad time? How long ago was that?
I'd say within a time span of 6 years of our marriage. So we've moved at least like 8 times.
Okay, but how long ago were you in the shelter?
Oh, just last year. I left last December. Last December of last year.
So I want you to remember the movie from Will Smith, The Pursuit of Happiness, right?
Yeah.
Remember that movie? People cheered Will Smith on because he was in a homeless shelter with his son because he was there. You had a man that was there. And you're upset because you fell on hard times with your legal husband and your children.
Right.
And you want to punish him because he failed or had a hiccup or a problem? You said yourself that he's working right now.
Yeah, right now he is.
Okay.
And I give him credit for that.
No, you don't. You don't, ma'am. You really don't. You started off running down everything he wasn't. And honestly, he sounds, and I don't mean to be rude, ma'am, I really don't. He sounds like he's almost too good for you the way you talk about him. He did this. He didn't do that. He's this. He's that. And I don't mean to be rude, ma'am. I really don't. But you make less than $50,000 a year as an online teacher and a recruiter. You're not a high-power corporate executive. You are 5'3", 210 pounds with 2 children. That does not make you a hot mama on the dating scene. I think you really need a reality check.
Thank you, my styling godfather. You needed a reality check.
You need a reality check. And when honestly, if you were my client, I would tell you to go home and apologize to your husband and beg for his forgiveness. Because that man has been there. If you disagree, ma'am, I really strongly encourage you to come back to this chat room and just.
Hey everyone, welcome back to the Spotlight News. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to all our social media handles. And let's keep on promoting Papa Kevin Samuels' name for the good work he has done to the society and for all what he has done to help the Black society, because may his name be remembered forever. You're there, you have youth, and you can't, you can't explain for them what the reality of the world is. Here you go. You can recommend them to this channel, to these videos. They'll help them navigate themselves around relationships, divorce, marriages, wherever it will help someone to learn, because I personally, it has helped me a lot. Yeah, let's give respect to the fallen legend Papa Kevin Samuels, and let's keep on promoting his work, and let's keep on promoting his legacy forever for his good work he has done to the community and to the society, and may his work be remembered forever. So as we see, we are going to talk about this divorced confused lady. Is it the right thing to use? She is divorced, single, and confused. She doesn't know where she belongs. She doesn't know what to take part. She doesn't know how to really do it and how to do it. And I think there is a lot of divorces around. A lot of divorce, it's caused, mostly ladies file divorce, and this happens when, as ladies, we don't first think of what may come next. We don't think of the reaction that may come after. So after ladies, us getting annoyed once, we'll be like, I'm done with this relationship, let me quit the relationship. You, at times, you don't look up to your kids, they will need a dad. You don't look up to your family, so you end up breaking out a family, thinking that you go outside there and you get a better man, more than the man you have, which isn't right. At least I think you should speak about it before you do something crazy. So that's why you see a lot of ladies calling in the show very confused. They don't know what to do. They feel like they need to go back, but they feel like they still have that proudness. They feel like they have the pride. They feel like they made it. They feel like their life is wherever they are because they think that's the right part of life they are making. Yet at the end of the day, they are making a mistake, because at the end of the day, it's not the right part of life to take where it's not supposed to be. So guys, I think ladies, let's work upon ourselves and let's end these broken marriages, because at times you see kids from single motherhood or single fatherhood. At times, even these things of relationship disturb them a lot. Relationship things hit them a lot to the head, and they disturb them a lot to the head because they didn't grow up in the family whereby there is a mom and dad and there is that cooperation. They will not even fear. Those are the kids you find when they are breaking people's hearts, because they think that's how life has to move. Someone grows up from childhood with that hatred to where they are with that hatred. So at the end of the day, you find them so confused and they lack what to do. So guys, I think that is it. Yeah, ladies, let's end these early marriages. It's not good. And actually, if you make a kid with someone, I think you should not go away. But ladies have this, and actually it happens a lot when someone tries to make some money. So ladies, when they try to make money, they feel like they can have any man they want, because they have money, they have kids, they don't care, but they feel they have their man they want. But at the end of the day, you're not looking up to someone who chose you to be a wife. So you're quitting your marriage because you feel like the grass is greener than what you think. So guys, yeah, don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and may we keep legacy forever for Papa Kevin Samuels, because he has more amazing videos and more educative videos that can help you in one way or the other, or that can help you improve all your ways around people and all your ways around relationships, marriage, and so on, and other stuffs. So guys, yeah, this is Pedla News. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe as we keep on promoting Papa Kevin Samuels, and turn on the notification bell. Subscribe, like, and share, guys. So let me say this: we are still in the charity season. You can, if you have clothes, shoes, bags, food, soap, sugar. We are helping street kids. We are helping kids with special diseases like eyebrow paralysis. I don't know whether you get it or not, but that disease comes in, someone gets paralyzed and they can't help themselves in one way or the other. So if you visit hospitals like that, yeah, that's when you will see that there is need of charity somewhere, somehow. So we always do it. You can do it to your society, and if you have no plug about it, you can tap on those numbers down there for more details. Yeah, they can help you reach out to those kids who are suffering, who need help. Because guys, there are some people out there, when they get what to eat, they just thank God, because you don't know what really life takes. If you're still there and you've not moved to different places of charity, yeah, that's where you will know that a lot of people need help. A lot of people need to be helped in one way or the other. Yeah, let's thank God for the gift of life he has given us. Many didn't make it today. Many are using life supporting machines. But who are we to wake up live and kicking, and we can speak like this? Let's give thanks to God for his good work he has done, and for Oh, what we are. Yeah, bye bye. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe. May God bless you all, my dear viewers and my dear commenters. Bye bye. Love you all.